my review for the Cult of the Lamb trophy review. Shout out to Massive Monster and Devolver Digital for making this very unique and very good game. Cult of the Lamb is a dungeon crawler base builder game that focuses heavily on the story. The story is the four bishops are sacrificing the lamb because of a prophecy to stop the fifth bishop from arising again. But it all turned sour after they sacrificed them, and the fifth bishop oh, grant the lamb his power, and now is on the rise to raise up his cult if he can fight back against the four bishops that are the representation of the four horsemen of the apocalypse. Let's start off with the base building elements first. Every time you go on your run, you'll always start off back over here in your little village for your cult, which you're able to name your cult later on during the game. So this game have a day and night cycle where today your workers, your followers per se, will work on farming, praying to the statue to earn you more devotion, where you're allowed to put more buildings around your camp. And then you can also gather lumber. You can cook for them to keep their hunger meter from doing good. Making sure they are fully secure, they have a proper bed, and they don't get sick from food poisoning that you give them. And also make sure that the devotion always stays up, which you can represent by the two praying hands on top of the left screen. If it goes down, your followers will start to leave, take a couple of their stuff away, and yeah. Now, the sickness you could get either from food poisoning or when your followers grow old and die, you must get rid of their corpse or they'll start to get sick, start puking everywhere, and they'll all just start to die. So every day you're able to go to your church and start your little sermon, which I call a Sunday sermon every time. You gather them up, they'll pray, they'll give you XP points that you can use for the church, which then allow you to obtain better stuff during your run, during the rituals. Not the rituals. But you know what I mean. You could do a ritual to boost the morale or to lower morale depending on what type of ritual you do. The easiest one to do is the bonfire ritual is always a +3. You also can collect crowns. Now with crowns, you can eat the besides the runs and your farm, you're able to travel to other parts of the world. So we have the Pilgrim Passive, which you could go down there to go fish, so you can make some food for your followers, or you could just sell the fish for extra currency. You got the Smuggler's Sanctuary, the Manius Cave, the Spur Grotto, and the Lonely Shack. Which the Lonely Shack is probably one of the most important one. Can actually just have a trophy to it, where you have to play Knucklebones. Well, every one of the followers that you see here. Knucklebones is not that hard per se. You'll place your bets. And the whole purpose is to fill out all your boxes before your opponents and to make sure you have a higher score than them. But there are certain things that will help your score increase. If you so happen to have roll 2 5s, make sure you put it on the same column for double the points, and then you end up with another 5, you end up with triple the points, as you see right now. So it's not that hard to really keep it going. It's mostly based off of luck, which, like I said, you do have to defeat all 4 of them. There used to be one here, but I ended up having to sacrifice them for another part of the story, which is not really that bad. And there's also, you got your little devotion stuff over here, so not really an issue either. Now let's head on to the gameplay part of the review. You can see it's 4 different worlds. We'll eventually end up to the 5th world. Each dungeon you go to is always randomized by the layout. You'll always start with two 2 weapons at first, and then eventually you can find different weapons to replace them. You can find some tarot cards. The best weapons I've seen so far is anything that's poison related. It make everything more simpler. Just smack them up. Try not to get hit. It's basically that simple. At a certain part of the run, you might find a room like this. You just go inside, talk to him. He'll give you you have an option to choose what tarot card you want to improve. So I'm going to do this one. If you have the coins, you can also buy a tarot card. You can see it's 20 a pop, but you can only do it once a run. After that, no more. At the end of the dungeon, you're given a little chest, and then you're given the option of which way you want to move. So if I were to go over here, I would get more lumber to increase more lumber to fights, or a question mark could be anything. The store, whatever icon it'll be, so I think that'll be another follower. Fights, this icon is for another follower. So like I said, it doesn't matter. But the best part is every run. Old man Fox over here will give you a challenge. You do it, taking no damage, and he'll just give you that reward. To the store, you can choose a small gift, get some coins, and just keep pushing. That skull icon you saw was basically the end of the level. But say if you want to fight one of the archbishops again, every time you go to the dungeons, you'll see this little statue. Just smack it up, teleport you, and then you're able to refight any one of the 4 archbishops for the special trophies if you so happen to want to. Now let's look at all the trophies. Like you see, it's 37 trophies. The first one, the platinum trophy, got hood for getting everything. Then you got the first follower, which is story related. Deal with the devil, which is also story related. Preacher of truth, story related. The first death, I think you have to just die, and you'll get the trophy. Death to non-believers, defeat the first mini-boss, again story related. The flock grows, you gain 5 followers. The flock of many gain 10 followers. The flocks of all gain 20 followers. See no evil for defeating less than one of the archbishop. Speak no evil for defeating the head kick, another one. Hear no evil, the 3rd archbishop. Think no evil, another archbishop. Do no evil, defeat the one who waits basically the end boss. Order for defeating them without taking any damage. Saint for defeating Hector without taking damage. Cure without taking no damage. And Peace without taking no damage. The simplest way, if you want to get that trophy, the simplest way you could easily do it is to change the difficulty. Go to your temple, go up. Which one is it? You go to your crowns and you switch to the golden fleece. This will do, each time you kill somebody, you do more damage. So it's easy. But the thing is, you could not take damage yourself, or it'll be double and you'll reset. So basically, you just roll to the dungeons, defeat as much enemies as you want, and then you go fight the vicious. That's how your damage will be so much before they can even hit you. Super simple. Let's keep it going. Keeper of Secrets. Take your first confession. You just have to build the little confession booth and then have one of your followers go over there. Leader of the Crusade. Find all 5 locations. You'll get that over time during the story. The Bringing the Light is reignite the lighthouse. Basically, just go to the lighthouse on the Fisherman Island, and I think you just give them something, and then the life will be unlocked. Unlock all flowers. Flowers you can find either through the dungeons, you can buy them, but there's certain flowers that you have to do special little things for to unlock them. Full deck, unlock all the tarot cards. Again, just buy all the tarot cards, do all the little side missions, and you'll be able to do everything. Teach a lamb to fish, catch every one of the fish types. There's not that many, plus the fishing games are so fun in this game. Crossroad the Threshold, A New World Awaits, another story related. Sacrificial Beast, sacrifice a flower, which is, I usually just sacrifice the old people. Way of Soul, sacrifice 10 flowers. Hoarder of Wealth, have 666 gold coins and save off all your coins. Weapons of Plenty, unlock all weapons. Curse of Plenty, these two are super easy to get. I got this before I even finished my third Archbishop. Just go to your sermons every day, collect the devotion, and you should be able to get all the weapons, all the curses that you need. Fully upgrade your devotion, fully upgrade your code, to collect all the prayers that they do. Super simple. Unlock all, transform, unlock all news fleas. Basically, just you can get that by just fully upgrade one person's devotion, and they'll give you a little crystal, and then with the crystal, you'll be able to unlock the new stuff. Transmute, unlock all the fleas. Cannibal, cook a follower meat meal. Let's make a meat meal and just give it to your followers. Unlock all the gospel, unlock all the doctrines, get that through the story. Game of chance, win a game with knucklebones. You'll do that the first time you go play the game. Then master a chance, defeat all your opponents in the knucklebone, which is all four of them. Which the game is basically based off of luck. Anything more. But as you can see, the trophies are super easy to get. 5.6 people who played this game got the trophy with no problem. And I was one of them.